Calvin Edward Butler has been arrested yet again because of his illegal butt injection business that he's been running illegally. You're obviously not supposed to do that, and he doesn't have any sort of medical certification whatsoever. Now, he was arrested again earlier this week. He's being held on a $100,000 bond, charged with practicing without a license resulting in bodily injury. There you see a picture of Calvin Edward Butler, a.k.a. Tamika Butler.
Yes.
Now, another one of the victims of this, although they did go willingly and get this surgery done, has come forward. We've got some interesting information about the way that this was done. Now, this was previously talked about in the Young Turks, but I found it to be really interesting. Now, this is in regard to one of the men who'd previously come forward, and this is the quote. Once the injections that were done, the butt injections, were complete, Butler would clean any blood or fluid from the skin and use crazy glue on the incisions, the report said. The woman at this point was charged $200 per injection session. Now, 4 people have come forward. There are possibly others out there. What's wrong with people?
This is apparently a huge issue in Miami. There have been a string of arrests related to illegal plastic surgery procedures. And I am not against plastic surgery. I think that if you are an adult and you want to change something about yourself and you do enough research and you make an educated decision, then you should have the ability to do so. But one thing that you definitely should not be cheap about is plastic surgery. Yeah. You know, don't look for someone who does plastic surgery out of their home. Be in a safe medical environment with a professional. Research the hell out of him or her. And as I've said on the show before, insecurity is the most expensive thing because it leads you to do stupid things that cost a lot of money. Yeah. And you know, $200 isn't chump change. I would have obviously preferred for these people to go to a licensed professional to get this done. Yeah, and it's easy to laugh at the people. I was even laughing a little bit, but we don't know how this guy advertised his services. For all they knew, maybe it was semi-legit. I mean, obviously they're getting a very good deal, but look, I got cheap LASIK. You know, we can all get drawn in for various deals. But yeah, the injuries that they suffered are pretty serious. Like these people, some of them still have chronic pain as a result of bacterial infections. One of the guys who had been calling in to Calvin Edward Butler, like saying like, guy, come on, like this is like killing me. It's been weeks later. It's obviously infected, was given like just like topical antibiotics and things like that. They were told to man up. Basically,
exactly. Yeah. My doctor says all that all the time too. But when they, at one point they infected the buttocks of this man and found cultures of MRSA. I know. It's horrible. It's horrible. And I'm glad that authorities are cracking down on this. I'm glad that people are coming forward. You know, of course, this is an embarrassing situation for these people to get caught up in, so some people might feel embarrassed to go forward and tell authorities what's happening. But you know, if you're experiencing anything like this, or even if you come across someone, you hear about someone doing something like this, turn them in immediately, because they're messing with people's lives here. This is a sick individual. Okay, I don't know what kind of pleasure you know, he's getting by injecting Fix-A-Flat into people's butts. Yeah, I considered bringing that up. Do you think that this is just about making the quick, easy $200, or do you think that there's something sexual about this?
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something sexual about this. I don't know.
He's doing it to both men and women. Yeah,
I don't know, but obviously the quick money is probably the priority here.
Yeah, look, if you want to enhance your buttocks, I'm all for that, but pay the $1,000, $2,000 that it costs to get done legally, legit. I think it'll be worth it in the end.